Hello everyone and welcome back to One Piece. This is episodes 859 all the way up to episode 862. It's quite exciting. I think we are we're coming pretty close to the end of this arc, and I feel like there's still quite a bit to do. So I'm really curious how this is gonna go, because I think, you know, around this point, when there's this much time left in the arc, I think around here in Dressrosa, Luffy would have been in the fight with Doflamingo already, you know? He was, I think that fight was sort of reaching its climax. And yet here, we haven't even started a fight with Big Mom. So is this just gonna be, you know, really high octane for the rest of this arc? Or I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Because I mean, if I was comparing it to Dressrosa had quite a bit of cool down, and there was a bunch of episodes where kind of not much was, you know, happening overall. So you know, maybe that's a bad arc to compare it to overall. But it's just the last major arc, so that's why I'm comparing it specifically there. And it's kind of similar-ish in length to this arc. But I mean, yeah, if you compare those two arcs, I mean, it's night and day how different the pacing was of these arcs. I mean, the pacing of Whole Cake Island, I think, has been pretty great. There's, you know, I mean, for One Piece, I mean, if I compare it to some other shows, maybe not incredible, but comparing it to One Piece stuff, it's been pretty solid. I've liked the pacing of this arc, and I feel like it's just gotten things done quite efficiently. So yeah, I'm so curious to see where these episodes take us. Last thing I think happened was Luffy was fighting against Katakuri, but then escaped from the Mirrorverse with Broly to try to stall for time because he can't use Haki for 10 minutes, but then he escaped onto the Nut Island where Big Mom is right now, and he can't use Haki, but Big Mom's right there. So I don't know if there's gonna be a start of a Big Mom fight here, you know, what if he starts fighting Big Mom here and then Katakuri comes? What if he has to fight them both at the same time, and that's why it's efficient? That's why there's not that many episodes left overall, is because he's gonna be fighting Katakuri and Big Mom? Or I don't know. It's whatever it is, it's crazy what we've set up here. So we're gonna jump into it. Make sure to support this video, liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel. All of that stuff helps me out so much. I'm a small channel, so I could really use your help to be able to continue doing One Piece videos, so that I can catch up to One Piece with you guys. If you like any of my videos, please, after you finish this video, go check out some other videos. Watch as much of the videos as you can, you know, watch the entire video if you can, just to help with, you know, viewer retention and stuff. And just support the videos, comment down below your favorite moments, stuff like that. And if you want to support me more and get content for you get bonuses out of this, go to my Patreon account in the description below. That'll have the full-length reaction, early access, which means you can get the next 3 or so weeks of content on there right now. And that's right, that means you're probably starting Wano on there now-ish, I would say. Oh no, starting the Reverie maybe now-ish. Wano, you have to do the Reverie first. So yeah, that's soon. Keep your eye out for that. But anything else? Oh yeah, and you can join my YouTube membership down below to get 1 week early on edited videos right here on YouTube. You can be the first ones to comment on those videos. I love my YouTube members as well. Thank you very much for supporting me. Okay, let's jump into this. This is episodes 859 all the way up to 862 of One Piece. Woo! Okay, recap Rubik's. If you are new to this channel, this is the recap Rubik's Cube. It's a Rubik's Cube that I do while the recap is going on, and my goal is to beat the recap. Okay, this episode is going to be called The Ultimate Battle. Big Mom vs. Luffy begins. I don't think it's gonna be the full fight right now, or the proper fight right now, but there might be the start of a fight. Shit. I thought like maybe they won't even spot him, but everyone's seen him now. Shit, man. We're gonna have to carry Broly this whole way as well. And Broly's just gonna be like yelling after. We have to cover Broly's mouth. Shove nuts into it. And that wasn't. Don't. Just don't. Fucking, I'm sick of you. Pedro should have killed you. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, I guess you can go third gear. You just can't use Haki. Can you break through it without Haki? Nope. Shit. Shit, man! Through the ground. Oh, it's this girl. I mean, she's pretty fucking cool. That's right, she likes people to suffer, right? Oh. It's funny now he has to find a mirror to go back into the mirror world because it's more dangerous out here than with Katakuri. It's gonna take ages. It's probably only been like a minute so far. Nice disguise. That's a good excuse. Arr. Oh god. Yeah, I mean, this works for you, dude. Yeah, so get out of the fucking way. Uh-oh. Oh god. Oh god. Shit, man. Sanji, what are you gonna do? Is Sanji gonna jump off to fight Oven? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mr. Prince. Mr. Prince has to come in and save her. That's what's gonna happen. Was that what it was? Mr. Prince? Was that his name? This is great. This is great. Keep destroying your own land. I mean, I guess there's probably innocent people here. It's probably not great. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you really do need to find a mirror. You need to find a mirror and hide next to it. Take as much time as you can. But then if they come for you, you immediately jump in. Shit, Broly's gone. Is that what their bins look like? Oh, there you go. Such an idiot. Oh, shut up. I don't have sympathy for you. You're horrible. Oh. Fuck, man. What the fuck? Whoa. Effile? Effile? She must be sisters with the other girl, because she looks very similar. They must have the same dad. I said sisters, like, they're all sisters, but you know, same dad. Fully blood sisters. I don't know, maybe you can fight her without Haki. If someone's using a gun... Oh, Monda, another one with the same blue hair. And Amand is the one I keep referencing. I should write it down. Oh, Jesus. This one acting like it's a gum move. That's such a Looney Tunes joke. Wabbit season, duck season. Oh God. No, she does not care about that. One day these motherfuckers are gonna realize she's insane and doesn't care about her family when she's so short-sighted like that. Remember, this is Lola's sister. Lola, like, put her life on the line as well. Yeah, this is a very Lola thing to do. This is so Lola. I mean, yeah, she kind of is. But your queen sucks. Yes, of course, Pound. I don't know if you can beat Oven though, but maybe delay him at least a little bit. Oh God. Is this slowing down because Sanji's gonna do something? Yes! The music! His foot's gonna come between them, right? Yeah! Oh, right in the jaw. Oh my God, quickly enough so that people don't catch you? Oh my God! Oh my God, he's like fucking Quicksilver. Or the Flash. Oh, and Pound gets the credit for it. Oven didn't fall for it for a second. That's kind of funny. Yes, he did. Yeah, okay, you don't know him very well, if at all. Uh-oh! We're gonna fight here next to the cake? Jesus. Oh my God, that's fucked up. I don't think Oven's listening. Oh. They're coming here? Makes sense. Ooh, look at this shot. Oh, I like it. I liked that shot. With the 3D water and everything. Hell yeah, Veggie. My sweet honey. Hell yeah, dude. Super great episode. Really loved it. I have a few things to discuss. I'm really curious to see how the Luffy battle goes, or the Luffy situation goes. It's honestly, it's good we've got Broly, because like Luffy being able to use her as a shield right now is coming in clutch. It's like it's using their loyalty for each other against each other. Only person it doesn't really work on is Big Mom. But it brings me to like something that I was thinking about during this episode, and like I was gonna try to talk about it during this episode, and then I went, no, I'll write it down and we'll talk about it in discussion. Because when Big Mom was like destroying the city, right? And I went, okay, yeah, good. And then I went, okay, actually, but there are innocent civilians here. I went like, really, all the only ones I want to see, you know, suffer are the like Big Mom and her kids. And then I thought to myself, do I even want her kids to suffer? Like, do I even want them to be defeated? Like, I mean, I want them to be defeated, but do I even want them to, like, take unnecessary damage, you know? Like, do I want justice against them necessarily? And I was thinking about it, and I went, this is something to bring up in discussion and really think about then. Because I think it's a hard question to answer, because it gets into, like, a pretty tough moral question. Which is, like, these kids, and I mean, I'm calling them kids, they're not, most of them, if not all of them, aren't kids, right? They're adults, but they are Big Mom's children. How much are they victims in this situation, and how much are they perpetrators of the situation? Because it's easy to look at someone like Paris Pero and go like, well, this dude's evil. This is an evil dude, you know? Like, this is just a fucked up, horrible guy. But his mother is Big Mom. Big Mom, I think he spent all of his time learning and living under Big Mom's roof. So, like, did he have a chance? You know, like, did this guy at all have a chance to have a regular life and to grow up and to understand, like, anything outside? Because if you were to grow up here, like, these kids are indoctrinated in a way, you know? Like, they don't have as much experience, and, like, if you do leave the family, it has been, like, it's a cult, essentially. It's been drilled into them that that's, like, a traitorous act. Like, Lola is considered to be, like, absolutely horrible, and she, you know, went out to live by herself and be free. And since she didn't follow the whims of her mother and the whims of the family, she's, like, ostracized and they want to kill her. So it's like... So, like, I wonder how... You know, like, how much should I hate them? I mean, I think it's okay to hate them because they're, you know, villains. But it's like, how much... should I be looking at characters like Lola and Chiffon and even Pudding to an extent, but not really. But some of these characters that are Big Mom's children, but also like have a heart and are realizing how fucked up the whole Big Mom situation is. Should I be looking at them and going like, well, if these guys are like this, then the other kids had a chance to redeem themselves, you know? And it's like Lola and Chiffon and stuff are the only ones who are strong enough to actually do that. Or is it like, should I... Like, or is it not that simple? I think it's probably not that simple. Yeah, it's really hard to know. Like, in real life, I don't tend to blame people. I don't tend to blame parents entirely for their children's behavior, especially when they get to be adults, because it's like, at that point, you as kids should be making your own decisions. You should be cutting them off. You should be, like, if they were really like horrible people, you can cut them off. You can do all of this, right? But this is kind of a different situation because they live on an island and Big Mom rules over the entire island, and she's strong enough that, like, there really is kind of no option for them to go against her. And everything is like, you know, she's surrounded by yes men as well. Like, everyone's gonna follow what she says because she's strong enough to make them do that. So that's a little bit of a different thing than if you're growing up and, like, you know, your parents are being horrible. Technically, there are people who can support you and who can help you and who can get you out of that situation. But like in here, like, there's no child protective services that can save most of these people, you know? Like, none of them are strong enough to, like, if there is a child protective services in this world, they're not strong enough to take out Big Mom. So So, like, I don't know. It's a tough thing to think about. And I mean, you know, you could even say that there are parallels here between Big Mom and her family and, like, domestic abuse and stuff. Like, you could probably make an argument there. I'm not here to make that argument. I'm just saying that it's something to consider. But I just, like, I'm trying to take a step back and go, is this something I should be considering when I'm, like, it's not going to stop me from going, like, well, fuck you, Perospero, and, like, all these other characters, right? Because, like, it's still frustrating, and I don't think it's wrong for us to defeat them and to beat them up and stuff, because, like, it's not our fault that they're like this, but maybe it's not their fault either, you know? Maybe they are truly just victims. So I don't know. It's hard to think about it. It's tough to consider this situation. I think it's gonna be best for everyone when Big Mom goes down. I'm curious to see the aftermath, and, like, this is assuming Big Mom does go down. I don't know that she gets defeated. I don't know that at all. I'm just assuming that because, you know, we got Wano coming up. We got to deal with Kaido then. I doubt Big Mom's going to be a loose end when we go fight Kaido. So I'm guessing we're going to take down Big Mom in this saga, in this arc. But, like, but are we? I don't know. It's possible that we straight up just leave her here. No, we gotta take her out. And if we take her out, I'm really curious to see, like, what comes of that. Like, do we have to take her out and all of the top ranking children, you know? Or is it like we take her out and then like some of the higher ranking people like go, well, you know what? In a way, we're kind of free, you know? Like, maybe we can do something with our lives, and then we start to see some of them be good, you know? Some of them become good people-ish. I could kind of see it happening, that they start to turn their lives around, you know? But I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. And then we also have the Sanji Speed Force scene, where, like, Sanji, he sees that Chiffon is in trouble, and he zooms over there at the speed of light, kicks Oven, grabs Chiffon, and zooms back so fast that nobody saw it. That's an insane power-up that I think was actually kind of understated in the show. Like, they gave it a really cool moment, but I feel like it almost wasn't made as big a deal as I think it was. He was insanely fast, wasn't he? Like, it seemed like the speed of Shave, but with more control. You know what I mean? Or maybe even faster than Shave. Like, that's kind of what it felt like. So is Sanji gonna be like a speed demon? Like, is he gonna be the Flash of this series? Or, like, you know, in, like, Hunter x Hunter, Killua ends up using lightning powers to make himself super quick. Like, is he gonna be the Killua of this series? Like, I don't know, but I mean, it feels like that would fit in with his sort of power set. I think Sanji's such a great character for this show, with what Oda has been doing with him in terms of his power scaling throughout the series. I think Oda has done a great job at the start. He was just, like, kicking people, right? And he was really good at kicking people, but that was what he did. And it's like, as the show grew, like, it's easy to create cool things that Zoro can do. It's easy to make the Devil Fruit holders get stronger, right? You give Chopper a new form. You make Luffy learn some crazy new power-up, you know? You get Nico Robin to do crazier things with her power. Like, she can make giant hands and stuff now. Or like with Nami and Usopp, you, like, upgrade their gadgets over time. You upgrade the things that they can use. So it really, like, brings it down to, well, Sanji is the person who doesn't have a Devil's Fruit, and his thing is he fights with kicks. How do you make him continuously level up? I think Oda has done a fantastic job at it, where I feel like as soon as I start to get used to the way that Sanji fights and the powers that he has, Oda like throws in something new and it still makes him very distinct from the others. So like he started with all the kicks and stuff, and then eventually he gets like Diable Jumbo or whatever, where he can fucking set his feet on fire, which is awesome. And then he starts to do like air walking stuff at the same time, so he can like fly through the air now. And he's, you know, learning little bits and pieces more over time, and now he's at the point where he seems to be able to use a speed force. Like, that's fucking insane. It's crazy. So, really enjoyed it. But now it seems like Beji is coming to save Chiffon, which, hell yeah, Beji. Can't wait. Let's jump into the next episode. This is episode 860 of One Piece. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go. Oh shit, that's the title. Oh god. Okay, well that's how far I got. Not very far. This episode's gonna be called Beji saves his wife and kisses her, and they have another baby on the spot. Oh, hell yeah! They got through a mirror. Nice. Did you? I was about to say, did you cover Broly's mouth? Yeah, you should have gagged her way earlier. Oh shit. You probably could have had enough time if you'd gagged her. But maybe he would have sensed you with observation haki or something. Oh no, where'd that mirror go? Aww. I like that he's like a good dad. It's a nice part of his character. That seal on the ball dragging the whole thing. Oh god. It's gonna be like, give yourself up or I'll kill your wife. Aww. She's ride or die, man. Aww. Man. The guy with the long tongue was not a character I expected to be on what I consider to be the good guys team. And for this whole crew to be a crew that I kind of care about. Oh, they're all so emotional. Oh man, I feel like Sanji's just gonna take out Oven. I know it's dangerous, but... Oh god, oh god. I feel like Sanji has got to step in. Fucking hell. Here we go. Oh my god. Whoa, what a shot. Oh, I love that. Oh, one hell of a shot. What a badass. Oh. Like kind of a stupid plan, but it worked. Oh, cool. Oh, he just straight up fired at himself. That's so good. Benji's so cool, man. Oh, I love that. I love him. I mean, yeah, of course it wasn't going to take him down permanently. Is she thinking of Pedro? A full moon? Does something happen on a full moon? Do we know about that? Is she a werewolf? Oh god. Which character's gonna fully take down Oven? Is it gonna be Sanji? Is it gonna be Beji? None of them? I mean, maybe he'll roll up onto the port. Oh, hell yeah. He asked his whole crew if they were prepared, and they're all into it. Chiffon doesn't look worried. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh. He's got a plan. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Here we go. This is what I thought might happen. You can go right from the sea onto land. Oh yeah, fuck you all. Oh my god. That's fucking insane. Yeah, move out of the way. I'm like that right now too, Pudding. Oh, we're in Chipstown now. I wonder if it would have been fine to stay in Chipstown for a bit. Chockfull Town? Green Town? Mm-hmm. Yep, yes it does. That's a good point. Man, I hope we see a severe upgrade with Luffy. It'd be so cool. Oh my god. I wonder. Oh, I wonder, Luffy. I want you to as well. Mm-hmm. Oh, hell yeah. So it seems like what Luffy was saying at the end there is like, if I wear him out, if I like just delay this battle for as long as possible, I have a decent chance at winning, because eventually his observation haki would run out, and I can probably beat him if he can't use his observation haki and I can go into 4th gear. So he's like, I can probably beat him eventually, but I don't want to do it like that. I think he's saying like, I need to get stronger, and this is the perfect opponent to get stronger at. So I don't want to just draw out this battle until he runs out of haki. I want to beat him now. And that is really interesting. Like, because not only is it like cool, like a cool thing to say, and it's just sort of like, you know, a classic badass anime thing is like, I want to beat you at your full strength, you know? And I mean, it's not even just an anime thing. That's like a competitor thing. Like I watch NBA. I'm a Golden State Warriors fan, and you know, we're in the playoffs right now. At the time I'm recording this video, it's the second round of the playoffs. We've just played game 1. We won game 1. But our star player Curry is out with an injury. That's, as of the time I'm recording this video, that's the scenario. And I'm saying that because when injuries happen in sports, when I'm looking at it, I have never looked at a player getting injured and gone like, yes, you know, like I've never gone like, this is great. Even though, like, you know, if we were facing, you know, I'm going to use a simple example. If we're facing the Lakers and LeBron James got injured, that would give us a better chance at winning, for sure. Like, we can go from having like a, you know, 40 to 50% chance of winning up to like a 70 to 80% chance of winning because they've lost their star player. It can increase our chances for sure. But I never hope for it, and when it does happen, I'm disappointed. I'm sad, because not only is there an actual human being who's in pain because of this, which I don't want to happen, but it's not as fun. What I want is for LeBron James to be playing the best basketball he's ever played in his life, playing incredibly, and we still beat him. That's the really good shit. My favorite games in the world, like, if you ask people like what are the best, you know, games they've ever seen in their life, you are basically never going to have someone say like, oh, the time we won by 40 points against, you know, the Utah Jazz or whatever. Like, you're not going to hear people say that. You're going to hear people say, oh, in the playoffs when we faced OKC and we won like on the buzzer, when Curry hit an almost half-court shot on the buzzer to win the game. And it's like, that was the closest the game could have possibly been, and that's why it was such an exciting game, because the other team were playing at full strength and we were playing at full strength, and seeing that clashing of the titans and then we come out on top, there's nothing more satisfying. So it's like, it's a competitor thing. When you're a competitor, you want to be able to overcome that. You don't just want to win, just, you know, just say like, oh, I technically won. You want to actually have a, like, no asterisks attached, completely, I beat this person at their full strength. But also, because it's a competitive thing, it transitions very well to anime. Anime uses it a lot. A lot of characters will have that, you know, you can see it in a lot of stuff. I mean, Bakugo in My Hero Academia is a good example. But I mean, yeah, Luffy is a great example of that. I think probably Zoro is similar to that. I mean, even Hawkeye, like, was fighting Zoro and then he left him alive because he was like, I want you to get stronger. I want to see where this goes and then I want to fight you. So yeah, you've got lots of characters like that. But not only that, but it also fits perfectly with Luffy's characterization. When I think of like Luffy's character and the defining moments of his character, one of my favorite moments of like his character growth is back in Enies Lobby when he is talking to Blueno and he says like, I want to be strong enough that I can have whoever I want by my side, no matter how strong they are. I want to get stronger and stronger so I can protect the people around me. And I loved that moment for Luffy, and it really, to me, defines what like One Piece is about. And like, I think it's such a special aspect of his character that him being here talking to Broly and saying, I need to fight him properly at his full strength, makes perfect sense to me. It doesn't just feel like the writer going, I don't want to just like, you know, I don't want to use a cop-out. I want them to actually fight properly. But in fact, this is actually incredibly consistent with Luffy's characterization from the start of the series. So I love it. I really love that. Benji, by the way, in this episode, the shot that he did, like all the way across the ocean, where he just shot Oven pinpoint precision, like perfectly in the middle of his head, was so great. I loved that. And like simple stuff like that is so awesome, and how like you know, everybody's celebrating, and it's kind of like, it's kind of a dumb plan, because if it misses, like, his wife could die or whatever. But it's like, as he said, Pez, take in this side, because this is how your father lives. This is what I do. You know, like, I live on the edge, and I do things the way I want to do them. So, like, yeah, my wife's in trouble. I want to save her, but I'm going to go for the once-in-a-lifetime shot to save her with my pistol, rather than, you know, playing it safe. And it's really cool. So, yeah, and then Luffy was like, I wonder if I can, like, see into the future a bit. Which, oh my gosh, like, I kind of thought about it. I kind of thought it was possible Luffy might do it in this fight, but I don't think I actually considered the idea of, like, Luffy doing it and then that's something that he can do from now on. Like, I didn't think about the fact that that could be a new thing added to his arsenal. Because I mean, I just talked about this with Sanji, but I'll talk about it in a grander sense. I love the way Oda does the characters growing in each arc and stuff in this series, because they actually grow and they keep mostly their enhancements, you know? Now I say mostly because there's times where it's like, oh, Nightmare Luffy, you know? Like, this is a thing where it's like, this is a one-time power-up that Luffy has. He's not going to get this again. But for the most part, you know, characters will gain skills and then you see them use them in future things. Like, sometimes some shows will have a character do something really cool and then they kind of never do it again, and the reason is the writer wants to come up with new ways to defeat enemies each time to keep it fresh, you know? But I kind of like Oda's way of doing it, where it's like, these are now being added as part of his arsenal, and so, like, we're going to be able to see him use this stuff against different people, but there's going to be, like, other things that we need to overcome, that those tools aren't going to be enough, and then we develop new tools. So yeah, I love it, because I get so excited to see, like, what new tools are they going to actually develop now, and I can't often predict them, you know? Like, I knew that there was going to be a 4th gear, because I knew Gear 5 existed, and I'd seen Gears 1 to 3. So I knew there was going to be a 4th gear. And so throughout all of Dressrosa and a little bit before that, and you know, leading up to it, I kept, whenever we were in a battle, I kept jokingly going like, oh, this is the time to bring out 4th gear, because I didn't know when it was going to drop. And I didn't know what the hell it was going to be. 4th gear, I was, like, not spoiled on in the slightest. Well, to be fair, I also wasn't really spoiled on 2nd or 3rd gear. But 4th gear, there was, like, a long time where I knew that gears existed, but I didn't know what, like, I didn't know what 4th gear was, and I had been able to stay away from it the entire time. And I was very happy that I had. But I wasn't able to predict, like, what it would look like or act like at all. And I love that I don't know that. I love that when I really have no idea how it plays out. Now, I know 5th gear exists and I know what it looks like. I do not know how 5th gear works in battle. I just know that 5th gear is, like, what it is. I know the white hair and I know what it looks like. But yeah, I have no idea, like, what a battle with 5th gear would look like. But I feel like it would be kind of incredible. Just because, like, 4th gear was incredible. And I feel like Oda's stepping it up, like, a lot. Like, I'd say my least favorite gear probably is 3rd gear. Because I think 3rd gear is like, oh yeah, he just, like, gets a big fist, you know? And so it's, like, it's really cool. But, like, 2nd gear is amazing. 2nd gear is so dope. And then 4th gear is incredible. Absolutely incredible. So, yeah, I can't wait. But we'll talk about that in Wano when it actually happens. That's a long time away. We still got a lot to watch before then. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and then also Carrot mentioned that there might be a full moon coming. I don't know what she's implying there. But it does feel like she's like, oh shit, I forgot to tell you guys. I turn into a werewolf on the full moon. Like, I don't know, because I don't know if it's something that we've already established. Like, maybe back in the Zoark, I forgot. But, because I know there were, like, the Night Warriors or whatever. Like, I don't know if we ever went over, like, oh, and then also when there's a full moon, we do this crazy shit. I have no idea, because there's a lot to remember, and it's crazy how much I forget while watching the show. Like, I always think, like, I take notes, you know? You guys see me take notes. I pay attention. I take this stuff in, and I do lengthy discussions on a lot of this stuff. So I undoubtedly take in the show. I also edit my own videos. I also upload my own stuff. I read comments. Like, I get so much One Piece information, and I feel like it gets in there. But then I will, every once in a while, I'll be rewatching something old with One Piece, and I'll see something and I go, how the fuck did I forget that? You know? Like, how on earth did I forget something so important? Like, for example, I was reading the Ace's storybooks, right? These are novels. They're about Ace's backstory. And I've read both of these books now, as well as the manga adaptation of them, right? So I've read all of this shit, okay? And while I was reading this, at some point, Ace is having a conversation with Shanks, and Shanks says, oh, someone on, the scar over my eye, someone on Whitebeard's crew gave me that. And I went, what the fuck? And then in my head, I was like, did Blackbeard give him that scar? And I was just thinking throughout, like, I was just continuing reading the book, and I was thinking, like, I think Blackbeard gave him that scar. And then recently, I was watching a reaction video to, I think it was the end of Water 7, and Shanks meets up with Whitebeard, and Shanks is like, I'm really pissed off. This scar is throbbing because Blackbeard gave it to me. And I was like, they said it already in the show. Like, and I knew that, and I've seen the episode, and I think I probably reacted to it at the time. I probably talked about it or something. It left my head. It's such an important detail, because Blackbeard's like one of the main villains of this show, and Shanks is one of the most influential pirates in this show, and his scar is very noticeable. Like, of course it's this super obvious detail, and yet it just left my head until I was until I was reading this and then rewatching an episode. So it's stupid how much leaves my head. So whenever I forget stuff in videos, I truly apologize, because I know it can be frustrating. I mean, sometimes people leave really, like, kind of angry comments when I forget something or don't react to something in the way that it's kind of intended to be reacted to. And, like, I want to fully villainize those people who leave those angry comments, because, you know, you shouldn't really be leaving angry comments for basically any reason, unless I was doing something incredibly morally wrong. But I think there's also a polite way to do that. But I also don't fully blame them, because I know it can be frustrating when you're, like, looking forward to a reaction of something, or, like, you know, and it, like, when it feels like the person filming the video maybe doesn't care enough, you know, like, maybe they're not paying enough attention, they're really not putting the effort in, and not giving the series their full thought processes. Because maybe you want to sit down and hear me say my crazy theories on what's going to happen, but instead I'm just going over stuff that's already been touched on in the series a lot, and going like, I wonder who gave Shanks his scar, and you're like, we already said who gave Shanks his scar, move on. I get it can be frustrating. All I ask is that you provide me with patience and understanding that there's a fuck ton of episodes of this show, and even if there wasn't, I just forget stuff. Everyone does. I'm sure there's so much stuff that you've forgotten, but it's so much more prevalent to a YouTuber who has, like, so many people watching him and expecting him to understand certain things. and also I'm not part of the One Piece community fully, you know, like I don't participate in One Piece discussions and stuff. So things that you think were really memorable because now they're memorable because of how much people discuss them, may not be memorable to me, who's just watching it for the first time now without any context, you know? So, yeah. Anyway, let's just move on to the next episode. Don't worry, I wasn't mad at anyone in particular there. That wasn't a PSA as like, hey guys, stop doing this. It's more of a, you know, me actually trying to be understanding to those people. I get it. It can be frustrating. All right, let's move on to the next episode. This is episode 861 of One Piece. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go. Okay, this episode is going to be called The Future Battle. Luffy vs. Katakuri's final bout begins. That's too long a title. Even for One Piece. 10 minutes has passed. 10 minutes has passed. He's recharged. I hope he found some meat. Oh, he comes right out swinging. He's probably got Broly tied up somewhere. Oh my god, I'm so hyped. No, the size difference is so great. Oh my god! Haha, what a shot! Whoa, Sanji, you look cool. The seal just being pulled along. I like how she's having a hold pudding, who's just swooning. Oh my god! The seal is just gonna splatter across the deck. Can you imagine if the seal just became like a red smear on the deck? And they never mentioned it? That's fucking awesome. Yeah. I was gonna say, was he gonna execute the seal? That would have been so funny. It would have been so fucked up. Aww. I'm happy for these two. What a power couple. Speaking of power couple, what about these two? We should be turning around, right? We need to get back on the water. Are we continuing? Because like, why would we be going to Chocolate Town? Oh my god, really? Are you serious? Oh my god, really? That's great. It's a good bit. Pound? That's your grandpa. Aww. He senses the lineage. That's nice. Ah, okay, that's their plan. Oh. Oh my god, what a turn! Good. Yeah, that's true. Oh my god, it's just a drive-by. Mm-hmm. Now we can kind of use the cake as a hostage. Because, yeah, if you fuck up the cake, that's Big Mom's cake, you know? Hell yeah, dude. Start decorating. Go, go, go. Oh no, is oven somewhere? What the fuck? Is oven under the ship? I mean, didn't we see him left in the tracks of the ship? Oh, he's just doing it from back there. Damn, that's an insane amount of boiling to do it from there. Heat fruit. Yeah, I thought it would be that. Before I was trying to think what his fruit's name would be. Like, maybe they've said it before, but I don't remember it. Because we already have, like, the flare fruit or whatever. Damn, man. He's too short-sighted on the betrayal. Not thinking about the bigger picture. Oh, is Pound doing something? Yeah, Pound is going crazy. Oh my god. Surely his paddle is just gonna burn up. Or, yeah, smash. I mean, respect to Pound. Let's see if he can do anything. Oh god. I mean, you're one to talk, dude. You're about to kill your sister and sisters and nephew or whatever. He's very happy. Look at him. Oh, we're seeing a flashback of Pound. Whoa. There was a time in there when Big Mom had lost weight. Oh. That's sad. I'm impressed, Big Mom. She had like a good workout routine at some point. Aww. So he really wanted to be part of their lives, but couldn't. That's very sad. Damn. Jesus, man. Like if Big Mom just let her be with her father, they would have gotten a nice upbringing. Fucking hell, dude. Oh my god. Aww. That's nice. I think he might have just died though. Yeah, if the baby's crying. Jesus. Yeah, I mean he saved them because Oven had to focus on taking Pound out. Oh my gosh. Did Big Mom lose weight here? Doesn't Big Mom look skinnier right now? Has she been tiring herself out by running everywhere? I kind of like the cannon. Please let this work. That is so funny. That is so good. That is such a good bit. Bavarois? Okay. Looks like the kind of guy that his dad would have been a Marine. Or was his dad the boxing king? Could have been. Oh my god, I forgot this battle was happening. This is like the best thing in the world. And I got so distracted. Oh god. Damn, man. It just doesn't make sense to Katakuri. Why would you put yourself in danger again? Oh, hell yeah. I'm a bit sad we didn't get more Luffy Katakuri in this episode than we got, because it's such a cool battle. You know, they got other stuff going on. It was mostly about Beji and his crew getting away, which is nice too. A decent amount of the episode was also focused on Pound, and I think it was nice. I think it was done well. I personally am not super attached to Pound as a character. I don't know exactly what it is. It could be that his character's like a little too silly for me to get fully hooked to. By his silly, I just mean like, you know, the design and the voice, like it goes so far into cartoonish. Maybe I couldn't fully connect to him. I don't know. I'm just telling you like my theory on why I didn't react much to it. But I did appreciate it a lot. Like, I think it was nicely written. I think it's good to see that he's like legitimately a caring father. So yeah, that was good. The thing that I got most out of it was seeing Big Mom in that flashback. Like, okay, so because let's compare Big Mom, you know, like this Big Mom, right? This is her at her like the weight that we know her as. Like, this is sort of the body proportions we're used to for her. And then in the flashback, she was like, honestly, quite fit, you know? Like, that's she's in good shape there. Now, I know this is like just after she had kids, but I don't think the weight that she normally has is like pregnancy weight. I think it's weight because she eats all the time. Like, that's her entire thing. She's constantly eating. And the reason I'm like extra impressed about this is because I don't want to, like, you know, you could say like, well, yeah, that was when she was skinny and then she kept eating and now she's, you know, overweight. So it's not like she was doing anything special here. But I think she had to have been, because we saw her as a kid. She was kind of an overweight child, and then she, I imagine, from that point on was eating whatever she wanted. You know, she was constantly eating whatever she wanted. So for her to get down to this weight, I feel like there's got to have been some workout routines in there. I feel like she, for a while there, had like somewhat of a healthy lifestyle. And then she's lost it again now. But then also, like, later in the episode when we saw her, I don't know if I'm just kind of going crazy here, but like, I felt like when we saw her, she was particularly like, I don't know how to describe it. It felt like she was, there, you can kind of see her there. She sort of looks like she's lost some of that weight around her hips. I'm just wondering if she, in this time, has been running around going after Luffy, and it's been like, you know, she's now like exhausted, you know, it's a way to show that she's like withering a little bit, you know. There's a bit of a closer shot. Like, it's possible that's what they're doing, I don't know, or it's just like in a slightly different art style and I just don't really recognize her like that. The best part of the episode was the cannonballs going towards the Thousand Sunny, and then them being like, where are the Straw Hats? And Nami going, they went that way! And then the cannonballs turning and going into the water. Really, really funny joke. I love it. It's great because it's funny and it also is like a good way to show off like Nami being able to improvise on the spot. So it gives Nami like a nice, funny, like fun way to outsmart the enemy. But it's really, really good. I love that bit so much. All right. Let's move on to the next episode and the final episode we're doing in this video already. Jesus, man. These videos have been going by so quickly in the past few videos when, like, basically since the Katakuri battle fully kicked off, these videos have been going by so quickly. But, yeah. Let's jump into the next episode and the final one we're doing in this video. This is One Piece episode 862. Here we go. Yes, we've got superpowers. Okay. Recap Rubik's, here we fucking go. Okay, this episode is going to be called the total breakdown. Luffy loses the will to fight. He's trying to make sense of it. No one would be crazy enough to think they can beat me after that. Oh, zooming into the eye. Are we cutting away? We're cutting to the full moon. We're gonna see why she's worried about being a full moon. Daifuku. I like how the masthead is just his face. Hell yeah. I'd love to see Smoothie do something. Oh, cool. Cinnamon and Citron. Cool. Yeah, it's gonna be dangerous. Yeah, okay, she is getting thinner. Shit, man. Yeah. Yeah, he does. Yeah, listen to Nami's instructions. She's in charge when Luffy and Zoro are both gone. Even when just Luffy's gone, I'd say she's in charge. Now what happens? You see the full moon yet? You gonna turn into a wolf or something? I feel like that's how they're gonna get out of this situation. She has some crazy thing that happens and she becomes some monster. That's probably smart. Okay, alright, is this her moment? He said, like, you have your own turn, yeah. Yeah, this is what they set this up for. They pretended they set it up for before and then she didn't do anything. Everyone, go below deck. Aww. She's confident she can. It's my turn. Oh, hell yeah. You'll become Sulong? No, leave it to her. I trust her. I absolutely trust her. I hope this isn't her sacrificing herself though, just like Pedro did. I want them to fire the cannonballs and she just like jumps off the cannonballs to get to their ship. Well, that was a cool shot. Oh god. She gonna get like red eyes. No, like really blue eyes. Oh my god. Is she gonna transform or just like power up? Oh. Oh no, she's transforming. Oh my gosh. Oh no, she does get red eyes. Oh. Oh my god, it's pretty similar feeling to Chopper's monster form. Jesus, like that's a cool effect. Okay, no, but she still like kind of has her body shape. I thought she would like turn into a huge thing. Whoa, that's kind of gorgeous. The way her hair and tail are both flowing in the same way. Oh, sick! If you showed me a screenshot of that, exactly, I wouldn't have said that was Carrot. I'm glad the characters in universe are acknowledging that it's like a really good looking design. Okay, so he didn't talk about it, he implied it. Cool. She looks awesome. Now we gotta see what she actually does. Oh my god, please do the effect where she just like appears in front of the... She didn't. That would have been cool though. He puts the binoculars down, then back up, and she's in front of him. So they know what they're dealing with, and they're scared of it. Oh my god! Oh shit! Bounced off the water. Oh! Jeez. Whoa! I like that they're not underestimating her. It's kind of a nice detail that they're like ready for it. Oh shit. Oh yeah, fuck him up. Oh, I'm so happy Carrot's getting like a dope moment. Oh hell yeah. Got you. God damn, man. I love electrical powers used like this. It's so cool. She's owning them so far, but Daifuku's a real issue. Oh, that's awesome. That's so great. No, she's still got a cute smile. Just dodge it. Yep. Make him deal with those ships. Makes sense. Oh. Whoa, her voice. Oh my god. I think it's the same voice actor. Cool hearing her just do a cool voice. The clear moon. The moon lion. Oh my god. If they can't control it. But she said she was trained by Pedro. She thinks she can control it. Really? I mean, he can run on the sea. Yeah, that's one of Brook's main things. He can run on top of the sea. Uh-oh. Alright, Chopper. Oh my god, what a transition. Is he figuring it out? Oh my god, if he has like the opening his eyes, seeing the future. Or if he just gets hit in the face and dies. I mean, he took that hit decently, I guess. But I think he's still figuring it out. He hates people condescending him like that. Acting like he can't win. God damn, man. Really cool episode. I loved seeing the pudding transformation. Pudding, not pudding. We've already seen the pudding transformation. I loved seeing the carrot transformation. That's so cool. I love the design of it. I love the idea of it. I love the powers that it has. I mean, she already used lightning powers, you know, that's the Mink thing. But just like seeing the way it's used in that form is very cool. Apologies that I'm a bit out of breath right now. I just ran downstairs to do something and then ran back upstairs. But yeah, I love that. Sulong, the moon lion, is very cool. I'm glad that Carrot has a moment in this arc, because I love that she's in this arc. For me, like, her just being in this arc, even if she didn't do anything, it was enough for me, because I liked her positive energy, and, like, also, I think I said in a previous video, like, I think she's fulfilled what I consider to be her main role for being here, which is to add weight to Pedro's death, and, like, what he brought to the show. But she also had other things to do. Like, I'm glad to see that there's more to it than that. Yeah, it's just really nice. I mean, I love Carrot. I think she's a great character. I love the voice actress. I love her voice a lot, and I loved her design from day one of seeing her. So, you know, getting that as also, like, having her also help us out and maybe defeat Daifuku. Like, I hope that she will defeat Daifuku on her own, because that would be pretty sick. Especially since, like, Daifuku is one that I don't fully care about enough that I, like, want to see him taken down by, you know, a big player. Like, I kind of want to see Smoothie taken down in a cool way, because she's a general. I definitely want to see Katakuri taken down in a cool way. And who else? Like, am I happy? I think I'm happy if we don't do anything with Oven again. But they might still bring him back and we still do stuff with him. But I feel like the him and Pound thing was pretty cool already. I'm just thinking, I mean, there's Perispero again. I kind of would like to see him be, like, properly taken down by someone. Who am I missing from big... Oh, Montdor and stuff. Or, like, it's actually kind of hard to tell. I wonder if Montdor and that whole section are just, like, kind of functionally out of the arc. You know, like, they've maybe served their purpose. And so, like, I still think we're going to see them. But are they going to, like, be part of a battle anymore? Maybe not. Maybe they've served their purpose. I'm not sure. And I'd be okay if they have served their purpose. But also, I wouldn't say no to, like, a Montdor face-off at some point. But there's not really that many episodes left to do that. I think there's only, like... I think I'm only doing, like, 4 more videos on Whole Cake Island or something. Like, there's not that many more overall. And we still have to actually beat Katakuri and... like, hopefully, face off against and beat Big Mom. it's really not that many episodes to do that in, and have like an epilogue, I'd imagine. I'd think you would have an epilogue for this, because unless the epilogue is like counted as part of like Reverie is considered kind of part of the epilogue, and there's gonna be an epilogue at the the start of Wano. I mean, there's a lot of episodes in Wano, so like the start could be like a lot of what you would consider to be an epilogue for Whole Cake Island. It's possible that's gonna be the case, so maybe you don't need like a fuck ton of cleanup at the end of this arc. So maybe it's gonna be like kind of action packed till the last episodes. I don't know. I have no idea. But like, I feel like generally you'd expect at this point in the show like 4 to 8 episodes of epilogue. And if that was the case, then we only have like 2 more videos of this arc, which would seem crazy. So I'm thinking maybe there's not much of an epilogue to Whole Cake Island. I don't know. Not to dissect it too much. I kind of just can't help doing this sometimes, is like trying to figure out the sort of pacing of it. And I think I only allow myself to do it because I don't think it's ever ruined or hurt my interpretation of the show. Like, I mean, there's part of me that goes like, I wish I didn't know how many episodes were in this arc overall or whatever. Like, there's a part of me that wishes that, but there's another part of me that goes, but that's gonna make scheduling much more annoying to do, like to schedule which videos I do at which times and when, like I could ask for other people to help me schedule them, but I sometimes need to have a say in like, okay, well, sometimes I have to do fewer videos here because of how my life gets in the way, or sometimes I want to do more stuff here, and then I like have to schedule it all around that. So I kind of need to know how the episodes fall because of that. And also, it's pretty much impossible to go on Crunchyroll and like click play on an episode and not see all of the episodes, like, like how many episodes there are left in the big chunk that you're in, because it categorizes it by arc. So even just clicking on clicking on Whole Cake Island arc, it immediately says, 90 episodes or however many episodes it is, and when I'm scrolling and finding the episode, I can see how big the chunk is and stuff. So like, I know, I can't avoid that part of it, and it's fine. I don't think it's ever really hurt my enjoyment of the series. And in fact, it actually kind of makes me appreciate sometimes. Like, I go, oh wow, there's only this many episodes left. Like right now, I'm like, there's really not that many episodes left. So I think I'm going to really appreciate these episodes, knowing like, if I was writing this arc and the anime and the studio told me, hey, we're giving you 16 episodes to finish this arc, I'd say to them, that's not enough. I don't know how we're going to do that. Okay, I guess next episode we really quickly defeat Katakuri, and then we do like a 10 episode battle against Big Mom or something, and then but while that battle's going on, I guess we also have to deal with these losers. I would be freaking out. So but I trust, like, I kind of trust that this show, if there's one thing you can kind of believe in One Piece, I kind of trust that it's not going to go too fast paced. Like, if One Piece is known for one thing, it's not that it speeds through storylines. It's quite the opposite. So so I kind of trust that however much time we have left is the appropriate amount of time. I can't wait. I also just like Luffy is kind of getting more pissed with Katakuri towards the end, because Katakuri's talking to him more and more like a kid. Like, Katakuri is genuinely concerned for him now and is going like, are you okay? Do you not realize that I'm this much stronger than you? Like, he's being kind of condescending to Luffy now, but he's not doing it on purpose. He's doing it because it genuinely doesn't make sense to him. But Luffy is just absolutely pissed off by that, and I love it. It's so great. I can't wait for more One Piece episodes. I want to watch more now, but I can't. That's episode 862 of One Piece. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. You can also join my YouTube membership down below to get 1 week early on edited videos. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.